On June 16, 2025, in Washington, D.C., in a swift reversal of prior instructions, the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, on Monday ordered Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, agents to resume immigration enforcement operations at agricultural sites, hotels, and restaurants, just days after temporarily halting such actions. The internal directive, delivered during an 11:00 a.m. call with IC field office leaders across 30 locations, nullifies guidance issued the previous Thursday that had exempted certain industries from immigration raids. That pause had signaled a potential softening of the administration's aggressive deportation campaign in response to pushback from the farming and hospitality sectors who warned of labor shortages. There will be no safe spaces for industries who harbor violent criminals or purposely try to undermine ICE's efforts, said Tricia McLaughlin, Assistant Secretary at DHS. Worksite enforcement remains a cornerstone of our efforts to safeguard public safety, national security, and economic stability. This new directive aligns with President Donald Trump's overarching goal to launch the largest domestic deportation operation in United States history. Last week, Trump's immigration advisor Tom Homan reported that daily arrests had already increased to 2,000, with the White House aiming to reach 3,000 per day. On Sunday night, Trump escalated the directive, declaring on Truth Social that ICE should do all in their power to carry out the largest mass deportation program in history, with a specific focus on major U.S. cities. The reinstated raid order came after internal friction among administration leaders. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins urged the president to consider the potential economic damage of deporting migrant laborers vital to the farming industry. Meanwhile, White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller, a longtime architect of restrictive immigration policy, opposed any carve-outs, arguing that enforcement must be applied uniformly regardless of economic impact. The prior exemption had advised ICE agents to suspend worksite enforcement at sectors including agriculture, aquaculture, meatpacking, restaurants, and hospitality, areas heavily reliant on undocumented labor. A June 12 memo acknowledged that avoiding raids at these locations would eliminate a significant number of potential targets, posing a challenge to meeting the administration's arrest quotas. Business groups responded quickly to the reversal. Rebecca Shee, CEO of the American Business Immigration Coalition, noted that the initial pause had offered hope to employers seeking a workable solution. There was a sense that the president was open to dialogue, she said. This reversal has shaken that confidence. Despite appeals from farm and hotel operators warning of economic fallout, ICE agents have now resumed raids at some of the very facilities that had anticipated relief. The administration insists it will continue to prioritize enforcement in sanctuary cities, but affirmed that anyone residing in the United States without legal status remains at risk of deportation, regardless of location or employment sector. The rapid policy shift underscores the administration's hardline immigration stance and signals that, despite industry opposition, economic concerns will not override the president's enforcement agenda.